for Laura Franco.
Do you mind if I really need a hug right now.
I don't know if I'm... Oh!
I really needed this.
He broke up with me.
And now my life is over.
I know it sucks. Eat some pie,
I'm disgusting.
sleep, and don't cry. Don't cry.
Hello?
What's up? You got 2 weeks. After that, you're out of here. You pack your bags and get out.
What'd you do last night?
I read. I went over lines.
Play a different song!
But something really weird is happening at home.
So annoying right now!
Can we talk about it?
I can't. I gotta go to karate. I love you so much.
You two know each other?
Yeah.
No. Yes.
Oh.
I'm kidding.
We're together for 5 years, and I just messed it all up.
The prick broke up with you when you were in the hospital.
I can't do it. I need time for me.
I could threaten to eat him if that would help. I mean, I could eat him. It would literally take me like 2 seconds.
There's this Halloween party, and maybe you'd like to come with me.
Are you asking me out on a date?
No.
Well, I'm not gonna leave the house.
Fine.
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 I saw you with her, but for some reason, I still love you, and I don't want you anymore.
He doesn't love you the way you deserve to be loved.
What do you know about how I deserve to be loved? Look at me.
I'm looking at you.
Look.
From this angle, I can see your back and your face simultaneously. That's how much I'm looking at you.
I'm a mess.
No, you're not.
I'm a disaster.
Oh.
Hi, Nick Ripley from Film Snobs here. So I wanted to ask about the initial inspiration behind the titular monster in your monster, because it's my favorite character. I absolutely love that character.
So wait, so you said the inspiration for the character of Monster.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like
Well,
as far as like the things that went into his creation and all that.
so this movie is based on a real life experience where I was sick and I was broken up with by my boyfriend at the time, and I it was a rough patch. I was very depressed, and I really developed a relationship with my anger. And at first I was scared of that side of myself, but eventually I learned to kind of love it, because I realized that my anger was a tool I could use to, protect me from, parts of my life that were toxic or hurting me, or so I had this idea after I recovered and healed from that period. I was like, I kind of, looking back on it, I kind of fell in love with my monster. And I was like, well, that's kind of a good idea for a film, for a story. And I've never, I've seen Beauty and the Beast, but maybe there's like a rom-com version of this where, a girl falls in love with her monster, and initially she's scared of it, but then she realizes he's actually like charming and funny, and there's so many different colors to him that she didn't knew existed. So I really I was very inspired by the classic rom-com, and the enemies to lover form, and I thought that really would work so well with the story I was trying to tell, where, initially as a monster, our main character, she's afraid of this like grotesque beast that's been living in her closet. But then as she gets to know it, she realizes, there's so much more to him than meets the eye. And that really felt truthful to my own experience with my own the beast living inside of me. And
I definitely sensed a little bit of Beauty and the Beast inspiration, and I'm glad that you mentioned that, as well as the making peace with the anger, because the first time I watched it was at Sundance, and I think I was probably just tired that day, but I completely missed the metaphor and the allegory. But the second time watching it, I was like, oh, that's what's up. So
well, I'm glad that you got it the second time around, and
well, I loved it. I absolutely loved it both times. It was my favorite film of Sundance, easily.
oh, that's so nice. That means the world to me.
Like it made the whole trip, like I was talking about it with everybody for ages because I absolutely loved your movie.
Oh,
Um, it looks like this was a really fun movie to do. I was wondering if you had any like interesting or good memories, cherished memories from like behind the scenes.
oh yeah. Oh my
Like,
God. One of my favorite memories was it was Tommy Dewey who played the monster. It was his last day, and we had a few more days to shoot afterwards, but we had all like the whole crew and cast, we all fell in love with Monster. And Dave Anderson, who is a two-time Oscar winner who did the special effects makeup and prosthetics on Tommy, we all loved him so much too. And he's such a genius and such a good person. And it was his last day, and we were all so sad to say goodbye to Monster. So in his little studio where we were shooting, it takes about like an hour to get all that makeup off of Tommy's face. So like all these crew members and cast members piled into this little studio to be with Tommy and Dave as he took off all the makeup, and we were all crying, and it was just like, goodbye, Monster. We're so sad to see you
oh,
go. But it was a really special moment.
that sounds extremely special. Well, unfortunately, it looks like I am running out of time. So I just wanted to say, excellent film. Absolutely loved it. I am probably going to own it at some point, and very good job. It was honestly what made my whole entire Sundance trip.
Oh, that's so nice. Thank you so much for saying that. I'm so glad.